Hi everyone, bonjour. How are you guys doing? Today I just want to talk about product. I remember moving to Australia 12, 13 years ago, and the black hair industry was non-existent in Australia. I could not find product. The product that I was looking for, I could not find them. I was looking for rubber band, and I was like, wait a minute, I can't find rubber band. Rubber band is very important. So here's my stack of rubber bands. I got my rubber bands, like this kind of rubber bands. I get them from France. My daughter lives in France, so she would send me some rubber bands. I love you, JLT. I appreciate you. She sent me these rubber bands. I am so grateful. When I first got rubber bands, I use a lot of rubber bands. When you're doing cornrow, Caucasian hair, or 4C hair, curly hair, loose curl, tight curls, you need rubber band to secure the ends of the hair. And you need good rubber bands. When you're doing protective hairstyle, you need rubber bands. So I'm just looking at the rubber band. And it's not any kind of rubber band. You need good rubber bands, strong rubber bands that won't pop. Having rubber bands is very important. I got these, like I have hips. I got those from St. Martin, Victor's in St. Martin. You could get them like that as well. Doing hair, having rubber bands is very important. And the second thing I want to talk about is mousse. When I first started using mousse on my client, it was just hard to get good product. I remember getting this one at Woolies, and this works so good. It won't irritate my client hair. It melts properly under the hair dryer. It does what it's supposed to do. It allowed the flyaways everything to lay really really good, and I love that. And the price was also really good. And they discontinued that product. Yeah, and I'm very disappointed about that. But what can you do? You have to move on. I found this one as well as Woolies, and it seems to be great. A bit more expensive. It don't do a good job like this one, but yes, I just have to use what I need to use. Combs, very important. When I first came here, um, I was looking for combs. You see these combs? I use these combs. I've been using these combs since 1999, I think. We can get these combs in Dominica at Jolly's. That's the island that's in the Caribbean. So when my mother was first coming to Australia, I had her bring heaps of these combs for me. When we get these combs, it's like gold. Between my sister, my mother, and between my sister, my daughter, and myself, we try to share these combs. I would send some to France. They would send some to Australia. We'd keep some in St. Martin. So having this comb is very, very important. Why do I like this comb so much? This comb does such a good job when braiding the hair, when cornrowing. The point, they separate really clean, really nice. They does such a good job. So I like this comb. So that's my comb. Castor oil. Castor oil is very good. When you have your braids, dreadlocks, your protective style, your cornrows, always use castor oil in your scalp. It works. It don't irritate your skin. It's perfect for black hair, maybe a bit too heavy for Caucasian hair, but it's very good. Castor oil. Also, when I first come here, I needed to get gel. You know, when your braids in here, you need gel. When you're doing cornrows, you need gel. When you're doing dreadlocks, you need the gel. But you don't want anything too heavy, and you don't want nothing irritating your client's skin, and you don't want anything that would leave build up in the dreadlocks or even in the cornrows. So it was first so difficult. When I first get in this, I paid something like $8. Now they're very scarce. You can hardly get them. If you order them online, they're like 29. And maybe if you go to Footscray, they're like 15. So whenever they have them in Footscray, I'll make sure I get myself at least 6, 7, 8, whatever. Very important. So this is what I use as gel. If you're in Australia, I'm telling you, the black hair industry is not as big as in the Caribbean or in the US. Most thing you have to find online, and having product like that is very heavy. You cannot order that from the US. It's gonna cost you too much money. It doesn't worth it. It doesn't make sense. This one for lock and twist. This you can find that anywhere in Australia. It's really good. It works very good on um afro hair. It's perfect for afro hair. It works good on fussy hair, frizzy, any tight curls, loose curls. The only thing it don't work too good on Caucasian hair for twists. You know, like when you have loose hair and you're twisting the hair. This is perfect lock and twist. Also, I want to remind you guys, always cover your hair. You need your bonnet, okay? When you finish doing your hair, remember to cover your hair with your bonnet or a durag Some people like bonnets, some people like durag. Some people the durag comes out during the night. Some people the bonnet, like, it won't protect the style. Maybe when they get up, the cornrows will be sticking out and stuff like that. So don't forget to always use your bonnet or your durag to cover your dreads or your cornrow or even your braids. Also, if you find out anything about if you know anything about where I can get good products in Australia that won't cost me an arm and a leg, and yeah, you can let me know. Leave a message in my DM, message me, or if you have any question, also message me. I'm willing to answer any question. Thank you for listening. Bye. Wow.